come closer. Good evening all, and welcome to the National Day reception of our Republic of Srbiјe. May I now invite Ms. Neda Maletić, Ambassador of the Republic of Srbiјe to Australia and New Zealand, to address the guests.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Fathers, Member of Parliament. Welcome to our National Day reception. We have invited you to share this evening with us to celebrate a bit of our history and culture. However, at this moment in time, we actually have to share with you something else which is far deeper and human. We share in the grief for the loss of life that New Zealand has experienced in the past several days. We need to think about the families of those who lost their loved ones and the people who have perished in the earthquake. Can I please ask you to observe the minute of silence? May they rest in peace. We have prepared for you, in order to keep my speech short, a little brochure about what this day is all about. 15th of February, which is the National Day of the Republic of Serbia, was the day when the uprising of the Serbian people happened in 1804, which marked the beginning of the fight for the independence of Serbia. In 1835, the Constitution was inaugurated, which was at that time one of the more modern European constitutions amongst the constitutional monarchies of then Europe. So many years after, and after many twists and turns in its history, Serbia is back on the road to becoming a member of the family of European nations. You might have been following the steps that the government of Serbia is making and its people on the road to join the European Union, and we hope that during this year, by the end of the year, we will have the actual date for the start of the negotiations, or the date when we become the official status candidate. The fact that Serbia has charted its road to the EU does not mean to say that it is not looking at its friends all around the world. One of the goals of Serbia's foreign policy is to strengthen all its international relations, and New Zealand being one of those. Our relations with New Zealand have been a little bit quiet in the past years, I dare to say, and it is actually thanks to the Serbian community in New Zealand that I'm having this opportunity to make a step towards making these relations more fruitful, more friendly, and to get to know the people of New Zealand, and together people of New Zealand meet Serbian people who live here. We are blessed to have a very, very good community in New Zealand, and I thank the government of New Zealand and all its inhabitants for welcoming our people who have mostly come during the difficult years of the 1990s and who have found their home here. Our community here is very well integrated. There are people who are professors at universities, there are people who are doctors, there are people in all walks of life who are contributing to the development of this society. But at the same time, they're maintaining a close relationship with their mother country, and I salute them to that. I salute them for that because it is difficult to keep their language, to keep their customs, some of which you see here with those children dressed in our national costumes, when you live at such a distance. So again, my hats down to you, and thank you for being such good citizens of New Zealand as well. I particularly need to thank the board of the St. Milutin Church, Orthodox Church, who have helped organize this event. And I need to ask all the members of the community to hopefully next year partake in organizing this event and making it much bigger and even more pleasurable for all people present. I will let you sample some of the Serbian hospitality, but first of all, I will actually raise the toast to our host. I raise this glass to the Queen and to the people of New Zealand.
Director of the Oakland Office of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade Museum to address the guests.
Well, good evening, Ambassador, ladies and gentlemen. First, Ambassador, could I say thank you very much for those kind words of sympathy regarding the earthquake in Christchurch and the victims. Very much appreciated. It's a very great honour for me to participate in this National Day celebration conducted by Her Excellency Ambassador Novich, which I think is the first such occasion in New Zealand, and by the first Serbian ambassador accredited to New Zealand. So it's a very, very special occasion, and once again, a great honour, so thank you. The ambassadors talked about the relationship between our two countries. We have, and it's absolutely delightful to be here and see you all, a significant Serbian community in New Zealand. We seem to sail somewhat under the radar, but seeing you all here tonight really makes the point. But we have this community, and it's a wonderful asset to the greater New Zealand diaspora, so that's fantastic. But overall, our relations are quite slim, to put it sort of kindly. The political contact is not great. The trade flows, I think, are less than $1 million in New Zealand each way. And really, up until now, there hasn't been a great deal of contact between the two countries. The decision by the government of Serbia to accredit an ambassador to New Zealand will do a great deal to improve that. So we welcome him on this occasion. I was very fortunate to be with the ambassador when she presented her credentials to the Governor-General, and we certainly hope to see you back on regular occasions. Because it's really these contacts that provide a focus for the bilateral relationship and allow us to build on it. On the New Zealand side, I'm afraid we're lagging behind. New Zealand currently does not have diplomatic representation in Belgrade, and due to the changes that are being worked through at the moment in New Zealand's pattern of diplomatic representation in Europe, accreditation to Serbia is not currently on the agenda, or not immediately on the agenda. But we do certainly recognise that such an appointment would be a significant enhancement in New Zealand's overall footprint in Europe, and, as I've already said, add greatly to the relationship between our two countries from our part. So it's something that's certainly on the agenda. With that, I would like to also propose a toast, if I may. Could I invite you all to join with me and propose a toast to His Excellency Mr. Boris Tadic, the President of the Republic of Serbia, and to the people of Serbia. the present.
Some brochures just off the table over there. Please help yourself and look through the information and pictures, and we invite to come and visit our beautiful country, the Republic of Serbia, as soon as possible, as soon as you can. In the meantime, please, we invite you to taste some traditional food that our sisters of the church prepared and enjoy the reception. If nothing else, I just, on this note, maybe our ambassador and Mr. Ward added, one our nation and New Zealand had in common, and this is that they can always start from the beginning, rebuild the lives and move on together. And this is what's happening now in New Zealand, so we are with you together, stronger than ever. Thank you.